Hello, what's going on, Longhorns? Welcome to another edition of our OA Summer Panels. As a reminder, before we start, just to remind you guys that an OA is an orientation advisor. And as orientation advisors, our job is essentially to be peer leaders around campus that support student transition to the university by providing important information, answering questions, and generally being available during your time at orientation, and also being your friends once we get to campus in the fall. Yeah, so essentially this OA panel today is on health and wellness on campus. We have a few questions that we'll answer, on screen here, but feel free to throw any other questions you have in the comments, whether they have to do with our actual panel or with anything else. Please feel free to drop the questions and we'll be there to answer in the chat. Yeah, so before we get started, we're just gonna toss it around and have all the OAs introduce themselves. So I will start first. So my name is Sean. I'm a fourth-year communication and leadership major from McAllen, Texas, Puro 956. Any Valley kids out there? Always got to say that. And yeah, so that's me. Oh, my pronouns are he, him, his. Almost forgot. All right, so I'll toss to Annie now.
Hi everyone, my name is Annie, and I'm a rising sophomore double majoring in business and international relations from Pflugerville, Texas. My pronouns are she and her. And I'll pass it over to Caitlin.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm an incoming second-year mechanical engineering major from San Antonio, Texas, and my pronouns are she, they.
Hi, my name is Diana. I am a art history major. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm going into my third year. I think I already said it, from Bella Vista, Arkansas, but there you go.
Hi everyone, my name is Gwen. I am a third-year double major of psychology and linguistics from Round Rock, Texas, and I use she, her pronouns.
Hey everyone, my name is Nick Garcia. I'm a third-year international relations major from Plano, Texas, and my pronouns are he, him.
Awesome. Thank y'all so much, OAs, for introducing yourselves. So now we're just going to kick it off and get started. So essentially what's going to be going on, y'all, is I'll ask one question, and I will have two of the OAs, including myself sometimes, answer these questions, and then we will move on to the next question and keep going like that. So yes, to kick things off with our first question, I'm going to have Nick and Caitlin answer this one. And the question is, tell us about your favorite self-care activity that helps you stay well at UT.
Thanks, Sean. So my favorite way to keep my mental health at UT is by staying active and exercising. So obviously at UT, we have the Gregory Gym and the Rec Center, which are great places to get your workout on. But sometimes I can lose my motivation to work out. So a good way I like to keep going and keep myself forced to work out are by joining some intramural teams, which are essentially recreational sports teams that compete against each other. And then another thing I like to do are take these 1-hour PE courses that can be on a variety of sports like basketball, tennis, taekwondo. You'll meet like twice a week and you get to work out and meet new friends. So yeah, that's how I like to do it.
So I'm more introverted, so I like to create time to be by myself to, just make sure that I recharge my social battery. When I create time to be by myself, I like watch funny TV shows or YouTube videos. I listen to chill music like lo-fi hip hop and stuff. Normally I like to be in my room by myself, or I go to the 2.5 floor in Kins. So if you're staying in Kins, 2.5 floor, they have like a balcony outside, so you can just sit outside. And if you need tips for like creating that space for you to de-stress, like you could feel free to reach out to your RA or your residence assistants if you're staying in a dorm.
Awesome. Nick and Caitlin, those all sound like such great activities. Thank you all so much for sharing. All right, so we'll head on over to the second question then. And this one will be answered by both myself and Diana. And this question is, what are some challenges about staying well that come with the transition to college? And what are some resources that can help you to meet those challenges? So personally, some challenges that I feel like a lot of incoming students face are, for sure, there's like the more obvious ones, like, just time management. You're living on your own for the first time. So, your sleep schedule will be kind of off, or, for a second, I thought I was muted for a second. I was like, oh goodness. Oh, I got scared. Okay. So, yeah, so your sleep habits might get off. Maybe you're not taking enough time to exercise because you just always like feel like you're like running behind. So that's something to watch out for. And if you ever feel like your classes become too much, you need some help there. This Sanger Learning Center not only offers like, free tutoring for specific classes, but they also offer, workshops on like study tips and things like that can be really, really helpful. Yeah, besides that though, there's also some more like serious kind of issues that can come along with transitioning to college, whether it's mental health issues or like peer pressure, things like that. And my, I guess, best advice when it comes to those issues is just reminding yourself that it's your college experience, and to do things that make you feel comfortable, and things that will make you feel happy, and taking care of yourself first and foremost, because nothing else that you do at UT, no other success is going to really come in the same way if you don't take care of yourself first. And some resources to help with that are definitely the CMHC, which is the Counseling and Mental Health Center on campus. I've utilized that many times in my time at UT. It's been a great resource for me. There, they do offer telehealth appointments, which is essentially just like online, counseling appointments. So definitely check those out. I believe they still have some other resources online as well. And also, one of the ways, if you're living on campus, feel free to reach out to the RA that's on your floor or in your building. I'm one of an RA is a resident assistant, so they essentially are kind of the leaders of your floor. I'm one of the RAs in Jester East, if y'all happen to be staying in Jester East. So, but definitely reach out to them no matter where you are. So that's my wordy response. So I will pass it over to Diana now.
Hi. So one of the things that I struggled with, like my first year in particular, was homesickness. I'm an out-of-state student, so when I go to college, I really only get to see my family like twice a year. So to help with that, I kind of went to like clubs and orgs and tried to find like my own little mini family on campus, as well as just like making as many friends as I could in classes, like trying to introduce myself every now and then. Like, it may not seem like you're going to be able to like make friends doing that, like being in class and being like, hi, I'm Diana. But honestly, some of the friends that I made in class are like my best friends now. And something that I also struggled with was like time management. In particular, I was really bad at like scheduling in meal times. So there'd be some days where I wouldn't eat until it was like 6 at night, which is not good. But to help with that, my friends actually were like, hey, let's meet up and eat together. So it was more of like a social thing, and it made me like go out and eat and remember, okay, I'm meeting with someone and we're going to eat together and have fun.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Diana. That's really important, right? So that like your friends are helping, keep you on track there. Longhorns take care of each other, right? That's our motto. So fantastic. All right. So we're going to the third question now, and this one is going to be answered by Gwen, and then also I will be giving my second answer of the day here. It seems like I'm favoring myself so far. So sorry. I promise this is just the the script. But no. So the third question is going to be, how did you stay active in your first year, and were you able to find good, healthy food? Take it away, Gwen.
All right, so for exercising, of course, so Gregory Gym is one of the most loved places on campus. I am an RA in Jester, so that's why Jester East and Greg Gym are just like 2 footsteps away from each other. Sometimes if I don't have time to go to the gym, then I would just exercise in my room. So I just have a yoga mat, so that comes in handy in a lot of time. That comes to exercising, stretching, yoga, or just like some simple breathing exercises. And about finding good and healthy food, say if you live on campus, you'll be eating at one of our dining halls, and we have a lot of healthy options for you. So our university housing and dining post their menus by the week, and they label all of the nutritional values. So you have the opportunity to learn about your own nutrition needs and how to sustain your healthy way of living throughout your time living on campus, and also after that, even if you move off campus or when you finish your college career too.
Super cool. Yes, thank you for sharing, Gwen. I definitely share the same sentiments about like the dining hall program at UT. They do a really great job of making sure that they label all the food with the nutritional facts, what things are vegetarian, vegan, things like that, if those are your specific accommodations. So yes, one for mentioning those. But let's say like another thing. So like as far as like the gaining or finding like good and healthy food, let's say you're living off campus for incoming students. Something that I know a lot of my friends who live off campus have done is if they have a car, there's an HEB just a few minutes away from campus they can drive to make grocery runs. But if you do not have a car, that's another reason why making friends is so great. There will be friends of yours that do have cars, right? And so being able to coordinate with them and organize trips to HEB, and then preparing meals for yourself on the weekends, definitely on Sundays. I know a lot of them do that. Just have that planned out, because it's really hard during the week when things get hectic to just try to stop in the middle of the day or at night and say, all right, I'm going to make another meal again. So yeah, just a little tip there for y'all. And then as far as my answer to how did you stay active in your first year? For me, the ways that I've really tried to stay active at UT in general is just by trying to make some time to run or go play basketball once or twice a week. Not sure how the basketball thing will work this year with social distancing, but definitely there's a lot of activities that are more solo activities like running, and how Gwen mentioned yoga, things like that. So definitely try to pick up one of those. I think it's just a great way to kind of get in tune with yourself, have some alone time, listen to some music, just kind of find your mojo. So but anyways, yeah. So that's my answer to those. All right, and so we're going to move on to question number 4 now. And question number 4 is going to be, how did you take care of your mental health? How did you connect with other people, be it friends, staff, professors, counselors, who are able to support you in your first year, and how are they able to support you in your mental health? So the 2 people we're going to have answer this question are Annie and Caitlin. So take it away, Annie.
Hi, everyone. So I'm going to be a little bit honest. I love school, but the part that stresses me out the part is the actual school part, classes, the deadlines, the assignments. Honestly, that's probably my least favorite part about college. And, sometimes I really just don't want to take that one take-home quiz. But from there, I don't know. For me, the way I took care of my mental health during my first year was really taking advantage of the amazing student organizations on campus. For me, I was really able to find a sanctuary. So whenever I was trying to procrastinate on my homework, I would honestly attend the org meetings, go to any socials the org meetings hosted, which might sound really bad, but in the long run, it made my freshman year awesome. And from there, I was able to meet a lot of really great people. And normally when I do want to take that break from school, I just try to do everything that's non-school related as far as I can escape from my government homework or my calc homework. I would. So something that I did was that through my student orgs, and since we're plugging into RAs and everything, I love my RA, and through my organization and through my RA, we actually went on various karaoke nights throughout the semester. So that was definitely times when I don't want to take that quiz. I'm going to karaoke for a couple hours and then maybe go back and finish the assignment. I also went to a bunch of coffee shops around campus, and that really just took me away from the physical air where the stress was. And I would do my work there, had some late night sad boy hours with my friends at the coffee shops, occasionally also at the library called the PCL. And what I just learned throughout my first freshman year is really that not only are professors super understanding, but also your friends around you. I think oftentimes whenever we are stressed out or things are going on in life, we really want to keep it to ourselves because we don't want to kind of put our business out there. Or at least that's how I felt. But what I learned was people really are more understanding than you anticipate. And all it really takes is that one text, hey, I'm feeling kind of stressed out. Let's go do something that's not homework related. And trust me, you might not only be helping yourself, but also helping others that might feel the exact same way. So those are just some of my recommendations on how to just attend to your mental health your freshman year.
Awesome. Thank you, Annie. Appreciate it. Your audio is working. We'd love for you to give that question a shot again, which just to remind everybody, that question was, how did you take care of your mental health? How did you connect with other people, be it friends, staff, professors, counselors, who are able to support you and your mental health?
Does it sound fine? Okay. So basically, I was saying that I went to org meetings and org socials, and I also reached out to my friends on campus whenever I just wasn't feeling mentally well. I also reached out to my parents and called them, make sure they knew I was okay and stuff like that. Another thing I did is I came into college with a bad mental health situation. So I immediately got into the CMHC and UHS systems and just got the resources that I needed to feel well enough to do college and do the best I could in my classes.
Thank you so much for sharing, Caitlin. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the CMHC and those mental health resources are not something that's a stigma at UT. Definitely, everybody make use of them. Like I said, I've also made use of them, and they've been a real help to so many students. So, all right. Well, now, guys, we are on to our final question, y'all. So this one is going to be answered by all of us always on the panel. So this question number 6 is just essentially, what are your recommendations on ways incoming students can stay healthy and well while at UT? So we're going to all take this way, but we're going to start it with Caitlin again.
Hello again. So basically my one piece of advice is listen to yourself, like listen when your body is shutting down and not doing the best it can perform. Like if your mental health is like not at top notch, I guess. Just recognize when that happens and reach out to anybody who could help you get back to your working top condition. And yeah, that's all I have.
Awesome, Caitlin. What about you, Diana?
For me, just make connections, introduce yourself to your fellow classmates, your professors, your teaching assistants, and even like neighbors, because it helps you make a social network that can turn into a support network for yourself. And it's just like, if you ever run into trouble, you'll have people on campus that can help you.
Absolutely. Great to remember to lean on friends. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, so like Diana said, creating a friend network is important for your mental health. And it can be daunting to talk to people, which is why I like to remind everyone that all freshmen are in the same boat. Everyone's coming in needing to make new friends. So just remind yourself before you go talk to someone and you're a little nervous that they're definitely feeling the same way. So I like to always remind students that.
I do the exact same, Nick. I'm always telling my small groups that, yeah, like everybody wants to make friends. Everybody's nervous about it. So just go out there and make the first step. Awesome advice. I'll personally give mine now. And so, yeah, my shortest bit of advice I give y'all is just remember that, this is you only have one chance to, go through undergrad with everybody that's the same age as you, having a really great time. And so just remember that, tailor to your own, comfort, zones, to your own preferences, what you really want to make it. Just make sure it's your story written by you, and always check in with yourself to make sure that you're doing whatever makes you feel like you're doing it the way you want to do it. So anyways, that's mine. I'll pass it over to Annie now.
Okay, mine's a little long, but like hear me out. So I definitely agree with Caitlin said that like I genuinely believe that you know yourself best. And like when your body's telling you something, even if you don't want to hear it, it's gonna find some way to tell you and it's gonna pop up somehow. So like I would just say listen to it in the beginning and just kind of like I don't know, like I read something online, it's like treat your body like a temple because it's the only one that you're gonna get. So like really do take care of yourself. And I just kind of want to go back on the PE classes that Nick mentioned earlier because I also took one last semester and I'm planning on taking one next semester. So like for me coming to college, PE classes in my mind was just like super whack because like middle school, high school PE classes were required and I hated doing that. But like college PE classes are like freaking amazing. Like Nick mentioned how we have like taekwondo, but there's also swimming, social dance, karate, and weightlifting. So like if you're trying to get some gains and meet some new people, PED classes are definitely the way to go. And I would also recommend like with your friends and everything, definitely go hiking. One of the best parts about UT and about Austin is that it's not just like a city. We have so many like gorgeous like lakes and trees and like hills, I guess, that like they're just so pretty. So like even if you don't want to like hike, go for the pictures too, go for the vibes. I highly recommend doing that. And then I would just say that like everyone resonated to where like listen to yourself. If you don't want to like go out, it's completely okay to stay in. I think in college you naturally feel kind of like that demand to always have to put yourself out there, but I mean, not gonna lie, like I definitely spent a lot of hours in my dorm room just like bumming out, binging TV, watching Netflix. And then I know this is really long, but my last advice and the most random one is read the bulletin boards on all the buildings. And the reason why is because like whenever you're in class or like whenever you're waiting to get into the class and stuff, the bulletin boards, people don't read them, but what they don't realize, there's like a lot of really great opportunities, whether it's like free money through the paid research studies, which I have participated and gotten a lot of Amazon gift cards, Or there's like student organizations, all the mental health, free yoga, free movies, like all of them they post on like the bulletin boards, but no one looks at them. So definitely take advantage of that. But like that, I promise, like that's it. um,
Awesome. Thank you so much, Annie. That is a lot of great advice. I'm looking forward to seeing lots of people around the bulletin boards this upcoming year. So, Anya, thank you so much for all that. I think all that your points were super great about, listening to yourself. And I especially like the hiking one. I love the nature scenes in Austin. So with that, we'll send it over to Gwen for our final response on this question.
All right, so I think my way to do well over college, especially for first year, but also will sustain you for all of the years in college, is to be organized. So write like very detailed planner, like put out your time blocks, like at this certain time you do this this thing, like at this time you go to class, at this time you go to eat, at this time you go exercise, things like that. So yeah, put down as many activities as possible, like even if you just shower, like put a check mark of it so you feel like you did some achievement. If you ate for a day, yes, got an achievement. You check your emails, check, yes, that is one achievement too. So yeah, keep yourself organized and motivate yourself by doing small things like that. Also email to resources. So if you need some mental health check, then certainly email the Counseling and Mental Health Center. If you want to learn more about nutrition and, like maybe renewing your housing contract, maybe definitely reach out to your University Housing and Dining. And if you want to maybe like learn more about different languages, then just send emails to different language departments so they can book an appointment with you to see what you want to do and what you want to learn from their department. And definitely talk to your RA. Your resident assistant are there for you. They're well trained to react to and respond to different situations in the residence hall. So don't be afraid to reach out to them. They're your best friend. Yeah, so yeah, you're not alone. Like we're all in this game to help you. We have OAs here, we have your RAs, and we have friends, and we have professors there to help you as well.
What a great message to end on, Gwen. You are not alone, y'all. All of your OAs are here to support you and help you out. At orientation, once you get to campus, and you're gonna make so many friends that are also going to absolutely be there for you. So, yeah, with that basically wraps it up, y'all. To the students incoming students out there watching, thank y'all so much for sticking around to watch the whole thing. We really hope that, Nick, giving a round of applause. We really hope that y'all enjoyed it and we're able to take at least one nugget of advice from this. And yeah, we just hope that we can make at least a little bit of impact with sharing our stories and preferences here. So yeah, with that, there are going to be more OA panels coming out every Friday. To the end of the orientation, so kind of around the end of July, the end of the orientation session. So be on the lookout for those. And yeah, besides that, I believe that's it. So thank you all so much, and thank you to all the fantastic, wonderful OAs for participating. I would give you a round of applause, but I'm holding my phone with one hand, so I'll just know that I'm giving it figuratively. So anyways, y'all, that's about it. So hook 'em. Later, y'all.